Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another BTNeanderthal video. Today we're going to be talking about the BT Diablo patch that I just pushed right now and what it is. It's actually kind of like very small as far as like text is concerned, but it is a very big change, and I want to make a video about this, explaining why I've done it and how it all works. Earlier I was farming today, and I was like farming the flare jungle because I was like, hey, this looks like fun with the fire trap assassin, and I wish it was an 85 area. And then I got carried away and we made all of insanity difficulty now an 85 area. So as soon as you get to insanity, you can farm it, and the whole game is 85 now on that difficulty. Yes, it does mean it's going to be a little bit more difficult when you first enter the game. It is encouraged to farm nightmare for a little bit longer before you go into insanity. But now, once you're actually farming it, the whole thing is 85. You're going to get crazy experience because terror zones are coming out. And as of right now, we don't know if they're going to be actually coming to single player or not. They want to. They've heard the call and everything like that about putting it in single player, but it's not confirmed and it's not going to be happening yet. In the meantime, what I decided to do is I make Uber areas all level 96. What that's going to do is it's going to make the elite packs that are in the Uber areas 99. Champions are 98, stuff like that, etc. So really good experience there. Really dangerous though. Super dangerous. Really good experience and really good drops though. The other thing is about the 85 areas, monsters like Endariel, or bosses I should say, are unchanged. So those monsters are unchanged. They're still level 75, or Endariel's still 75 in hell, and she still has the same loot table. So all that stuff's changed. It's just the monsters around. Previously I changed Volcatho's Tribal Guardian to a Colossus sword instead of a mythical sword, just to kind of match the theme, and so you could also have up to 6 sockets with those weapons. Now that's fixed. I had this thought for a long time that every class should have a skill that always hits. The smiter is something that's always been around, and they just recently added Impale to Zon. So what I decided to do is add a bunch of skills that always hit. Every class has one, and then I added Hunger to Beast Runeward. And Hunger now is a skill that always hits. So that is something that now, if you want to play a Berserk, you can actually still play the Berserk, and Hunger will always hit. In patch 26, I made the Worldstone Chamber level 87, and then I added Death Lords and Venom Lords that can spawn in there. This is exclusive to Insanity, the highest difficulty. I also made it so Blood Raven now spawns in Uber dolls. The whole area has like elite packs that can spawn in, and then there's also chargers in the area instead of Death Lords and Souls. So I changed Blood Raven a little bit. I made Eldritch a Death Lord pack. Endgame recipes, repeatable recipes, I started calling them augments. So they're basically like Diablo 3 augments, and I was like, let's just call them augments because people kind of know that name. So augment recipes. I buffed the gold find on these to be 50 instead of 25. But now going into the skills again, the thing I really want to anchor myself with in this game is skills. I want to make BT Diablo still feel like Diablo 2. And the way I'm doing that is through skills. I don't want to change things to be too crazy, and I'm slowly going to make adjustments to see how they feel before I jump into anything crazy. But the thing I wanted to change is give each class something that always hits, or multiple things that always hit depending on the class. So for example, Poison Dagger I felt like was a really good choice for the Necromancer. I also gave it uninterruptible because daggers on a Necromancer actually don't function very well, so these two things together. Tiger Strike, this now always hits, and then in combination with the finishing moves always hitting, Tiger Strike is actually going to be really cool, and it has some type of functionality too. We also have Bash on the Barbarian. This always hits, and then Leap Attack always hits. So Bash has its own functionality now. It's going to knock back, but it's also going to always hit, and then same thing with Leap Attack. Druid, we have Hunger, and this thing always hits. And I believe Hunger is like minus 75% damage or something like that in leeches, so I think it's perfect. So yeah, when I say always hits, I mean literally like Smite, it always hits, or the new Impale. You don't need attack rating. Doesn't matter what level you are, it will always hit the target. So now you can run like an Uber Poison Dagger Necromancer with Flesh Ripper or something, but you're not gated into having to use a smiter in order to actually get this done. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on all this stuff. Let me know what you think about these changes. Was it a little too much, or do you think it's still Diablo 2 when I make these changes? If you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them. Much love to all of you guys. You are all beasts.